them. Check them out. They were the awesomest.
Yeah.
Moving on, Jay.
Moving on, I think after that, I think in the Toonami, well, it wasn't really a mainstream series until later on, but for 1 year, well, not even a year, it's a summer, they show Evangelion.
Oh my fucking god. We're gonna get into
Yeah,
Evangelion. We're gonna get
but
into Evangelion. You ready for this
might as
rant?
well,
Rant?
yeah.
The most milked show, not named. Well, no, I don't even say. I'm not even gonna say Dragon Ball Z is milked
Inuyasha.
because
That's another milk show.
is it milked?
Yes.
You know what? I won't count Inuyasha or Dragon Ball Z as milk shows for one reason. They're producing new content at least. You know what I
Okay.
mean? New
The
content that is like not a remake after remake after remake. Because they've had what, three remakes
who,
of
Inuyasha
Evangelion?
or
No,
Evangelion?
yeah, Evangelion.
Yes, actually, yeah. It's been all three remakes, yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, every time it's like, oh, this is the version of the story we've always wanted to tell. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Anyway, let's get into Evangelion because that was a show, man. That was,
That show tried way too hard to be emotional. Oh,
dude, it was like,
it's a little kid piloting a giant robot. It was like you never hear the kids from fucking Gundam complaining.
I know, right? Oh, his dad's a total superior douche. Okay.
Again, you never hear the kids from Gundam complaining.
I'm like, wow. That's a
Hey,
lot.
to be fair though, he was kind of a whiny little bitch. I
Dude, I
when I
think that's the one thing that, like, look, I sat through Evangelion and watched every episode.
hmm
But the one reason I can't put that on my man, the show is amazing list because I think there was no likable character
nope.
in that show.
Well, I'm like, no, you're right. There wasn't.
Yeah, you're like, okay, the main character is a little whiny bitch.
Yep.
The
Uh,
dad, who's the commander of everything, is just a superior asshole.
Yeah. The
The
redhead chick is kind of just a dick.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow. And then that one blue hair chick's just too weird.
Yeah.
Wasn't she in like a clone or something?
Yeah, she was a clone of the main character's mom.
There you go. I thought so. And then there was
Yeah.
that weird subplot that all the Evangelions had the soul of someone in them inside of them.
Yeah, that. Uh,
Like it was never confirmed, but you were always under the assumption, like Shinji, the main character, his
yeah.
fucking what is it, Eva 01 or whatever?
01, yeah.
Yeah, Unit One or whatever. That had his mother's soul in it.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay,
Turning into Lovecraft territory here.
seriously though. And then like they're being invaded by angels, and I was like, okay, are they really angels, or is this an acronym for something, or
I always figured they were aliens, not so much angels.
yeah, I was just because they were always like, oh, it's angels, but then every explosion was like a cross. So I'm like, is this some type of religious shit going on in the background?
It could be taken that way.
Yeah, because they're like, I was always thrown off by that. Not like in a bad way. I was just like, so are these really angels?
Like I feel like if I remember correctly, angels got big wings and
Yeah,
halos. Like I see no wings and or halos here.
I've watched Dogma.
Yeah, I see enough supernatural to know shit.
There you go. Yes.
Castiel don't look like that. Damn.
But yeah, goddamn. Oh, it was for one summer too. I remember I actually bought the DVD box set. I actually had it. Don't ask me why.
I was just going to, but since you said not to,
Yeah.
okay.
No, it was just like, you know what? I'm gonna get into this show because that was before Toonami. Like, well, not before Toonami, but before Toonami showed it, and I
Yeah.
always heard stuff about this show.
hmm
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go YOLO and just buy this box set so I can just watch through them all. Did I regret that? Maybe.
I mean, you could have saw something better. I wouldn't say you regretted it.
Yeah, I could have saw something better. And then there was those weird movies, dude.
Oh God, yes, the extended version of the finale of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that ending,
Well,
weirdest
because
ending I've ever
what's
seen.
the official canon ending? It's the movie, right?
Yeah, the first movie.
Yeah, that
Or,
first movie.
not the first movie because it was three movies. The last movie of the first run.
Yes,
Yes,
that makes more sense now.
yes.
Yeah, because that's like the official canon ending. Because I remember the last episode. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Seriously, it's like because they didn't show in the movies. It's just like this happened, and then supposedly some other stuff happened, and then everyone's telling him congratulations for something. And I
Yeah,
was
they're
like,
like, you did good. Even his dad's all happy. Like, I'm so proud. I'm like, wait, what? What did I miss? I was like,
really?
what?
I'm looking around like, did I fucking miss something? Do I need to
Uh,
go on Wikipedia for something?
I like had a friend who just couldn't get it. He's like, dude, I can't finish this. He's like, I cannot finish this fucking anime. He literally hated it. He's like, no. He's like, fuck everyone in this show, dude. He couldn't finish it. It was hilarious. I let him borrow that set. He was like, just take it back, man.
It's like, no, fuck everyone here.
Goddamn Evangelion. Well, let's talk about the robots. Let's talk about the robots before we get into this rant on this show. Like the robots were actually kind of cool. The giant mechs.
Yeah, they were cool looking.
Yeah, they were actually fucking huge. They were like
The,
Godzilla.
the only drawback to that was that they had huge power cords in the back. Like they needed to be
Yes.
charged. Yeah, and like if they got unplugged, they'd be lasting for like a good minute before
Yeah.
they broke down.
They would just like shut down, and then every once in a while you'd have them go berserk mode.
Yeah, like how you gonna have a giant robot with a big power cord in the back?
Yeah, that was kind of weird to me too. I mean, I guess it's realistic, quote unquote,
I guess.
because I've seen that done. They actually did that with like the newer Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla remake. Like Mechagodzilla actually did run on a giant power cord.
Oh
When he got
God.
detached, he only had like maybe like 30 minutes before it shut down. I
Okay.
wonder if Pacific Rim is going to do that.
It doesn't look that way because the way the robots are flying in that movie, I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
that's true
it'll
because that
pan out that
one's
way.
chunked.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Then we got flung over that bridge. I didn't see my power cord in that scene.
Right. They got some big ass Duracells. They'll be okay.
It's like X batteries.
X batteries. There you go. But yeah, man, this show was just bizarre.
Yeah, I that's probably the one show about giant robots I really didn't like.
Yeah. I mean, the animation was nice.
Oh yeah,
It was,
it
but
was that, and like the character design was pretty nice too, but just the storytelling of it.
yeah, the
Like
story.
that's the thing with me. Like if I can't get into the story, I won't like it.
Yeah, that's just. I don't know, man. I think I was just like. I think I was at the point like I bought this box set. I'm not. I'm watching these episodes. I don't care how shitty these characters are.
Wow, way to test yourself, Jose.
I know, man, because it was so weird. Because you had one angel that would just shoot a beam of light at you, and it'd be like that Hallelujah song, and I was just like, "What the fuck is?" That's why I was like, "Okay, what the hell is going on?" I was like, "Do I have to be on drugs to understand this show?"
Apparently, you have to be on drugs to make a show like that.
Oh yeah. Well, apparently the dude was like super depressed when he made it. Apparently,
I can believe that.
yeah. Apparently he was going through like this crazy depression when he like made it.
Yeah, I can see that because the way that show ended, like if you were to be invested in any character, you probably want to slit your wrists at the end of it.
Oh yeah, because everyone died.
Yep, literally.
Literally, like the whole entire planet Earth died. But then he came back to life, didn't he?
Yeah, he remade the Earth in his image, I think.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what? Because it was confusing. Even though it was a lot better than that bullshit ending they gave you in the TV show, it
God,
was
yes.
like, I guess it was something like, did he just cock block the second coming of Christ? Is this what just happened? That's what I was trying. I was like, did he cock block the rapture? Is this what? I don't know what's going on.
Oh, he cockblocked the Rapture. He stole the shine. He took the
Yep.
shine from Macho Man Randy Savage.
No, fuck that. At least Macho Man went out like a G. He was like, not today. Huh. Elbow drop.
Not today, Horseman of the Apocalypse.
Thing. Ooh, yeah. And he just fucking rode off with the horseman's horses or something. That's so
uh,
epic. I need someone to draw that. A picture of fucking Randy Savage just riding off with the horseman's horses, like
the Horseman
dragging.
just laying there, bitch made, like, oh, he took our horses.
Yep. But yeah, that shit was real. And then there was that weird masturbation scene.
I'm sorry, weird masturbation
You
scene.
don't you don't remember that? Like in the movie?
No.
Like the redhead, okay, in the series the redhead chick gets into like a coma or something.
Yeah, Oscar.
Yeah. And like he's trying to wake her up out of the coma because he's a bitch. He's like, I need you. He's all crying or something. All of a sudden he pushes her too hard and her boob falls out of her like hospital gown. And all of a sudden he's staring at it. And the next thing you know, they go to a scene of the door that's now locked.
Oh, God.
And you don't it's just quiet. You don't hear nothing. And then all of a sudden the next clip it shows is that, like the dude look like Shinji looking at his hand with like all this jizz on it.
Oh,
And he's just
oh.
like he's looking at it and he's like I'm so fucked up. Like literally, that's what he says. He's like, oh, I'm so sick or something like that.
I'm like face palming right now because you told me that.
Yeah, it's like look it up on YouTube. Like, actually, I think it's called like on YouTube. If you look it up, it's like that scene. That's what it's called. I was just like, wow, they
That's
really went there. I told my
terrible.
friend that. He's like, I don't believe you. He's like, dude, I promise to God that happens in that show.
That's so messed up.
I was like, wow, he really masturbated over this comatose girl. Oh, that show was weird.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's I like
Look,
that show even less now.
so yeah, like even like as
Holy
far
shit,
as
Jose,
giant
you're
robot,
right.
like
You
apparently
were
everyone's saying that Pacific Rim gets a lot from Evangelion, I guess.
yeah,
As
okay.
far as concept of like, okay, giant monsters come out, let's build big ass robots to fight them.
hmm
I guess that's where you can kind of get it from, I guess.
Well,
But
isn't it because like Guillermo del Toro was supposed to do an Evangelion movie anyway?
was he really now?
I think it's either him or Peter Jackson. One of those two was supposed to do a live action Evangelion movie.
Oh god, can you imagine Peter Jackson's Evangelion? That shit would be way too serious.
Can you imagine that scene live action?
Oh god, no, they wouldn't do it. I don't think you can. There's no way in the hell you can pull that off live action. Like American
What?
audiences ain't ready for that. Them Japanese can handle that,
Yeah, true. Good point.
I
Okay,
guess.
yeah,
But like,
you proved your point.
yeah, you proved my point, Jay, when you were like, I hate that kid even more now.
God, and then, you were right. I actually typed in that scene and it came up. Yeah,
Did you see?
yeah, huh.
Your Jay's like, wow.
I, yeah, mm-mm. I hate that show now. Thank you, Jose. You killed
Hashtag
that show.
that scene, folks. Hashtag that scene.
No, not that scene. DAT.
Yeah, that scene. But yeah, as far as Evangelion goes, how would you rate that? Would you tell people to go out the way and watch it?
No,
Yeah,
not at all. But that's just me.
I would say watch it if you want and just see. But how are those movies? See, okay, because here's the thing, guys. There are now movies that basically rebooting the show,
hmm
and I'm tempted to watch it. I'm tempted to see what they changed.
Well, when you telling us that they showed that one new one that came out at Alamo Draft House?
Yeah, they're actually showing it. I can't remember when, but they're fixing to show it.
Yeah.
But I think I actually have it. Like they actually debuted it on Toonami a while back.
Oh yeah, they did. I
That
just
you are, parentheses not
not
alone.
alone. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just didn't watch it.
I heard it's not that bad. I heard it's actually a little better and more coherent.
Hmm.
Cause I know I saw like the ending of the last one, of the second one. Cause there's three movies. I think the third one hasn't came out yet in theaters.
No.
But the way the second one ended, it actually was pretty awesome. Like it was basically I'm trying to remember that scene in the series. Anyway, Shinji goes ape shit. And he takes fucking Unit One to fight this angel who has like that one blue hair chick like captive.
I can't think of her name, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, he goes ape shit and he loses it. Like he runs out of power and he forces that motherfucker to go into berserk mode.
Oh
And he
wow.
just like wails on that fucking angel. And apparently he was gonna start the fucking third impact there.
Really?
Yeah, and like that's how the movie ended. The third impact was fixing to happen, and then when you watched after the credits, remember that one kid that ended up being an angel?
Yeah, the one he flipped his head off with a thumb. Yeah.
Yeah, they had that weird, awkward like pause. Do you remember that in the series? There was like a good
Yeah.
10-minute gap before something happened.
Yeah, I remember that because I remember watching. I'm like, wow, what's with the pause? How come nothing happened? Next thing you know, you see his head fall into the water. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
Well, that kid comes out of nowhere with that damn lance that can just stab through anything. Remember?
The Lance of Longinus.
There you go. And
Yeah.
fucking literally just stabs Shinji and like cancels the third impact. And then it ends up that kid's in like a fucking like a custom made Eva. And he
Huh.
like comes down. He's like, "If you want to see heaven, I'll show you heaven." To Shinji, I'm like, "Okay, what the fuck are we going?" Like, what is going on?
Yeah, mindfuck ending, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, this movie just got more bizarre.
Yeah, yeah, Evangelion is known for its bizarreness.
Yeah, because in the anime, like in the show, there was always this like Illuminati like council that was always in the background, but you knew nothing about.
Yeah,
Well, apparently in the movies, they're on the moon. Like that's their base of operation, the fucking moon.
makes sense given that the condition the Earth is in.
Yeah, and apparently that kid's in on it in the fucking show, so that's why he comes down from the fucking moon and his fucking custom made Eva and just cancels third impact. He's like, no, 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 not today.
Not in my house.
Not to my house, Shinji. Because they were totally gay for each other, by the way.
I believe it.
Yeah, and that
I think
first.
Shinji was gay anyway. He just didn't know how to express himself.
Obviously not with that scene.
Good point.
That
That scene.
kid was just confused. You want to see a confused little boy? Watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. I would say that show had a godlike intro though, like opening theme song. I think so anyway.
I really don't remember it.
It was pretty dope. It was
I'll
like
have to YouTube it.
yeah. Look at it. I thought it was a godlike. I was like, okay, this is obviously one of the best parts of this fucking show. But yeah, like I said, watch it. I would just say just watch these movies that are coming out. Don't even bother with the show because the TV show is not canon, I guess, anymore.
No.
Because since he's releasing these new movies, I'm like, oh hell.
Well, at least he's not depressed anymore.
I hope he's not depressed anymore. Jesus. Remind me
Then
not
again,
to
what?
work on anything if I'm depressed, if it's gonna come out like Evangelion.
I guess it depends on the person because I've written stuff before and it didn't really turn out that bad.
Okay, good, Jay. I'm happy for you.
Not as bad as Evangelion turned out because that was
Right?
just. But
That shit was just insane. That's a mind. If I'm waiting for people to come defend that show on here, go ahead, do it on YouTube. If you love that show, please comment and tell us why it is the greatest ever. I mean, I will sit here and listen to you. I won't agree, but but I will
it,
listen to your opinion.
you're entitled to your opinion, even if
Yeah,
it's a little weird.
yeah. Anyways, I guess let us move on to yet another show, Jay.